What's good, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the channel. I'm Lotus also Corner, who never knows best, and in today's video I'm here to talk to you guys about some 2xKO because a brand new season and a brand new patch is coming to the game, and I've been playing it a decent amount myself as of late, ever since the release of Akali. Really enjoying playing the Akali Ahri team. I definitely feel the power of the team is pretty sick. I ain't gonna lie, it's making me want to continue playing the game despite my many frustrations with it. But that's neither here nor there. Today I want to talk to you guys about this post that came from the official Play2xKO Twitter account, as well as the link to the site that they posted in the tweet as well, giving us some more information about what to expect in this upcoming patch, this upcoming season. So jumping on over to the monitor, you guys can see patch 1.2.1 drops May 12th, which is tomorrow. Grab your duo and check out what's new. New fuse, Teamfight. They're adding a brand new fuse to the game called Teamfight, and well, if you haven't already seen it, I'll throw the clip of what that looks like right now on screen. But it says, choose this fuse and you plus your duo can fight on screen together for 7 seconds, wreak havoc on your teammates. Now, it doesn't elaborate much here in this Twitter post, and I don't know if it says it in the website because I haven't like read through it thoroughly yet. But they did come out and say that there are several different limitations with that Teamfight fuse. It seems like they tried to tread carefully with that and not make it too overly busted or broken for duo players. So from what I remember, I believe all your attacks turn into mids, so there are no like lows or overheads anymore. I think you can't level 3 when you do it. Also, it costs a bar from each of you at the same time to be able to use it. So there definitely are a decent amount of restrictions, limitations. I think if you are a strong player and pretty creative, you're probably going to find something good with that. I'm looking forward to see what players such as Inzim and Sonic, who are the two best duo players in the world right now at this game, cook up with that fuse. I'm sure they're very eager and anxious to try it out, and I'll probably be tuning into one of their streams, if not both of them, tomorrow, because I would imagine that they're probably going to boot up and practice. Maybe they keep it to themselves and, you know what I'm saying, keep the sauce out. Who knows? But find a duo. Need a new teammate. You can now find duo partners through in-game matchmaking. When you're getting ready to play, select the plus sign and choose find a duo. So now if you're somebody who wants to play duos but you don't have a teammate at the ready, you can just jump online and just find a random person to duo with. Much more in line with like other Riot games where you can just solo queue and just join up with other people. Getting much more of that multiplayer experience here in a fighting game and taking advantage of that unique quality or mechanic or system that they have in place with the whole duo aspect of 2xKO. Also, they're adding duo voice chat. Open settings, text and voice chat, and turn on duo voice chat, and you'll automatically enter team voice chat when you form a duo, so that way you can actually communicate with your partner. Replay takeover. This is huge. And it's funny because I believe Street Fighter 6 has this, Tekken 8 has this, and just literally the day before they announced this, I was thinking to myself, man, I wish this game had replay takeover, because there's a lot of stuff that I don't really understand, and there's certain situations where I want to be able to just go into the replay. And for me, the specific thing, what it was, and this is obviously useful for a ton of different things when it comes to learning the game, but the specific instance I was thinking, I was like, man, I really want to learn like where the parry timings are, situations are in this game, and certain block strings and characters that are doing things, but I don't know the block strings of every single character. I don't know, you know what I'm saying? But it'd be easy if I could just go into the replay and literally just keep tapping the parry button so I figure out the places where parry does and does not work. Yeah, I mean, that'd be really useful. So looking forward to that. Fury plus break nerfs. Look, man, I'm not particularly good at this game. Okay. And by particularly, I mean any. Yeah, I'm not any good at this game. But boy, Fury is nuts. I made a tweet, half serious, half joking, where I was like, man, Fury not even a comeback mechanic. This is a you better kill me before I get to use this, otherwise you lose mechanic, because Fury is nuts. Fury is definitely nuts. But we've tuned down the power level of Fury and Break at the highest levels of play, but left it untouched for the majority of players. So interesting. Not sure what they mean by that. I still feel like you do way too much damage when you're in Fury, but I don't imagine that they tone that down based on what they said here, because they said it's untouched for the majority of players. So we'll see what that means. Champion adjustments. A small but meaningful nerf to Illaoi, who is very strong in this game. And I know, I play Akali and Ahri, and those characters both seem very, very strong as well. Even I can tell Ahri seems like one of, if not the best character in the game. But Illaoi seems like she's also up there. You know what I mean? More substantial buffs for Warwick and some nudges for Caitlyn and Darius. I ain't gonna lie, you can leave both of them exactly where they are. In fact, nerf them further. A new battle pass. A new battle pass is coming, featuring Arcana-themed rewards. Get Arcana Vine from the free track. Unlock the Blood Moon stage, plus Akali and her Silverfang skin if you pick up the Ultra Edition, which I already own. If you already have Akali or the skin, the Ultra Battle Pass will be discounted. Okay, cool. And then read the official patch notes for all of the details. So you also have this image as well. So buffs for Warwick, Caitlyn, and Darius. Nerfs to Illaoi, nerfs to Fury, as well as Break. Adjustments to Jinx and Vi. It looks like new cosmetics, including the Dragon Mancer Mega Bundle, which looks pretty sick. Unfortunately, as dope as these skins are, it looks like that's for Illaoi, Vi, and Braum, none of which are characters that you're ever going to see me play, most likely. And then there's the new team fight fuse, as well as the duo mechanic, voice chat, Replay Takeover, and the new stage Blood Moon, which looks sick. Now in this video, I don't really plan on delving too deep into the actual patch notes themselves and like the changes to the characters, because just honestly speaking, I'm just not well versed enough in this game. I don't have a deep enough understanding of the characters, the game, its systems, everything like that to really understand how impactful a lot of these changes are or have much of an opinion on it. I might skim through it and just see if anything jumps out to me with my limited knowledge of the game, but I'm not really here to give you guys like an in-depth breakdown like I would have done back in the day for Dragon Ball FighterZ, or like I would even somewhat do for Tekken 8, because that is while I'm no FDX, you know, I'm much more confident in a game like that than this one to speak on those types of things. But I do want to take a look at what they have written here on this blog post, this website, whatever. So 2xKO patch notes 1.2.1, new 2xKO patch drops May 12th. Unlock your Duo synergy with a new fuse, in-game voice chat, and more. So here we have that same graphic as before. Welcome to patch 1.2.1. The patch is dedicated to features that make it better to be a duo, including a new fuse, a duo matchmaking system, and in-game voice chat for duos. We believe 2xKO is better with a friend, so try these features out once we're live. As always, the game will be down starting from 9 AM West Coast time when the patch drops on May 12th. You can always check the status of the patch here or in the 2xKO client. Online matchmaking will become available once maintenance is complete. In the meantime, you can still play in offline mode. So is there any estimate for how long the game will be down? I don't know what to expect, because like I said, I haven't been a consistent player up to this point. But new content, new fuse, team fight. Okay, so we are going to get more information specifically on how this works. Team fight is a new fuse that lets both champions on a team fight simultaneously for 7 seconds. Activate team fight by pressing the tag button plus any normal attacks, so light, medium, or heavy. Once you're both on screen, it's time to wail on your opponent with everything at once. Probably have some questions. Here are the rules for team fight. The team fight can only be activated on the ground. Okay. You can cancel attacks immediately into team fight activation. While team fighting, your champions can use supers but not ultimates, which I guess you would almost never be in the situation to use ultimates anyway, because it costs a bar from both of you in order to activate, and supers require, I mean, well, supers are only 1 bar, but ultimates are 3 bars, but you're immediately going to be down to 2 at most. I don't know, but I guess they're, and it only lasts for 7 seconds. So I mean, you know, the restriction is there, it's fine, I don't mind it, but it almost seems like it wasn't even necessary to have that restriction. But maybe there was some weird scenario where you would actually build up enough bar in 7 seconds to get that level 3. But either way, the team using team fight won't generate meter while it's active. Oh, well, even more so, like you don't generate meter. So nah, okay, yeah, sure. They just really made sure they were covering all their bases. Team fight lasts for 7 seconds, but when team fight champions are hit, the timer is reduced based on damage dealt, and team fight ends instantly if a champion is hit by an ultimate. Also, while team fight is active, the assist champion has special restrictions. All their attacks count as mids. All their attacks will come from the same direction as the point champion's attacks, similar to how assist works, and they cannot throw. So when it comes to mix-ups, I'm sure initially the impression of the reaction is, oh my god, the mix-up's going to be so filthy, this is going to be super oppressive offensively. But they really made sure that they covered their bases and their tracks with this one to make sure that it's not superly broken and overpowered as it could seemingly be. I don't know if that's going to render it useless and more of like a fun gimmicky thing and not really that powerful. But like I said, there are some strong duo players out there like Inzem and Sonic Fox, as well as the twins out there in Japan. Yeah, and I'm sure other players as well will experiment with this and see just how strong it really is. So I'm looking forward to see what people cook up. Teamfight can be unlocked by completing the associated tutorial in the Learning Hub. Also, find duo. You can now find a duo partner in the 2xKO client. When you're getting ready to play, select the plus sign and navigate down to find a duo option. This will pair you up with another player looking for a duo. Once you find a partner, hop into the lobby together and start building your synergy, as well as voice chat. We understand what voice chat is. Replay takeover. You can now take control of either team while watching a replay. Load up a replay, pause it, then press the takeover button. Press takeover again to reset. Practice strategies from past matches, and one day you'll block that with that whack mix. I like the reference. Season 1 rank rewards. Patch 1.2.1 comes with a ranked reset, which means that Season 1 rank rewards will be sent within the first week of the patch. You'll get an exclusive sticker and player title based on your peak rank in Season 1, which my peak rank right now is the rank that I'm currently at, which is Diamond 1, right? Yeah, it goes 1, 2, 3, and then you rank up. Yeah, the higher the number, yeah. So I have not played a ton, obviously. Like, I'm only just really getting into the game, and I got into Season 1 a little bit late even with that. You know, like I said, I've only been playing since the Kali release, basically. But I managed to make it to Diamond. I think I originally placed Silver or Gold, so I ranked up a couple of times. Not too bad, but obviously these badges don't really look too cool to me anyway in the first place, but it's decent. I don't know why, it kind of reminds me of like Braum or something. That's just like the vibes I get off the color, so it's just kind of, yeah, it is what it is. The Challenger one is kind of cool, I guess. This makes me think of like a Stellar Jade in a Honkai Star Rail or something like that, low-key. But players that reach the peak of Diamond or wait a minute will also earn an avatar outfit. Yo, low-key, I'm rocking with that. if I don't have to rock all of it together and I can just have some of these pieces individually, that's actually kind of fire. I ain't mad at that. I'm glad I made it to diamond rank. You know what I'm saying? Trying to get my swag up. You feel me? They even got the clout goggles, but my man's is really dressed like Jerry Lorenzo in 2014, but throw in the Playboy Cardi glasses. You know what I'm saying? And then some extra rings and shit. But like, you know what I'm saying? I had some fits like this myself once upon a time. Speech to text. Since dual voice chat is coming this patch, there's also a new accessibility option that converts voice chat speech to text. Enable it by opening settings accessibility, so that's cool. System changes. We hotfixed both Break and Fury shortly before this patch. They did actually nerf Fury recently. I think they reduced the damage bonus that you get when Fury is active. But what do they do this time? I'm interested because they said it's only affecting the high level of play and it's like untouched for the lower level. So what change did you make that does that? I'm curious to know. In this patch, we're making another adjustment to Fury to make it more intuitive, and we're reducing the assist cooldown after a champion dies. We're reducing the assist cooldown after a champion dies. So this is a buff to super assist, which is interesting to me because, again, I don't know nothing about nothing, but I feel like the common sentiment right now is that super assist is very powerful, and among the casual player base, I kind of get the feeling that like some people don't even like that you're able to still call your assist when the character is dead, but I get to some extent why the game is designed that way. You know, I go back and forth, but I'm kind of neutral on it for the most part. But you know, reducing the assist cooldown after champion dies is pretty interesting. I'm not really, you know, it is what it is. Core gameplay: assist cooldown after being KO'd has been reduced by 1 second. It was 3 seconds and is now 2 seconds. This makes it easier to fight your way back into a match after losing a champion. You can now come back more easily with super assist and team push block, especially while in the corner. So they're nerfing Fury, I presume, but like, you already have such a very powerful comeback mechanic in Fury that was so powerful you already had to tone it down once, and you're toning it down again, but you're giving a compensation buff to the ability to make a comeback by buffing super assist. Again, I'm trying not to have opinions that are too strong because, again, I already acknowledge that, like, you know, my experience and my understanding of the game is not that deep, but just based off like what I'm reading, I don't really resonate too well with your boy, but you know, just my initial impressions. Like I said, I hadn't read through all this before. Blocking Fury activation will now always result in a wall bounce, the same as blocking Break. Previously, after activating Fury, while you were keeping your opponent in block stun would gain you advantage. The different types of Fury activations were creating more confusion when compared with Break. All hit and on-block reactions have been unified to match Break for consistency. I guess that's the change. Okay. I don't know what I was expecting, but it wasn't that. Bug fixes. Fix an issue where Break into a handshake tag while mid-air would make the assist champion leave the battlefield much quicker than expected. Fix the bug that was awarding undeserved 2x KOs. Now you really got to earn it. Visual bug where limit strike wouldn't apply normal camera effects. Fix an issue where guard crushing after push block would occasionally cause characters to pass through each other. And fix a training mode bug with the reversal options. Sure. Champion adjustments. Overall, we have a much smaller amount of champion-specific changes in this patch, as we mentioned in this balanced blog post. Lightly buffing some champions, lightly nerfing Alawi, and fixing some bugs. Otherwise, this patch keeps the game stable so you can experiment with teamfight under your usual game plan. Just want the high-level changes? There's a summary at the top of each section. Dive into the details below. So here we have every single character. Like I said, I'm really not knowledgeable enough on the game. Wow, it looks like Ahri got no changes, which is interesting because I'm seeing people say she's the best character in the game and they're clamoring for nerfs for her. You know, I'll show you some bug fixes. Not properly destroyed on parry, even if assist gets hit first. Spirit Rush not properly changed in rare situations involving screen locks. Yeah, so Ahri is a powerful character who can really shine in a talented player's hands. While we don't have any changes to Ahri in this patch, we're keeping an eye on how she continues to perform in the meta. Okay. I'll probably, let's see, I'll read the blurb, I guess, for each character. Actually, there's really not that many changes to most of these characters. Okay. We can go through it. Akali is obviously a character that I am playing. I mean, these are the two characters I know the most about since they're the ones that I'm learning, but I'm no expert. Akali has no explicit balance changes in this patch, but one of our bug fixes removes one of her nearly unblockable Oki setups. Yeah, so there's a certain combo route that you can do that I did learn, where basically if you end the combo in a certain way in the corner with S1 into her S1 super, so that's like the Rekka into the Demon Wind Shuriken that creates the smoke, she would basically get an unblockable, you know, the command grab she gets. So if you do charge S2 after that's a command grab. But it was essentially like an unblockable situation where there was some counterplay to it that I don't fully understand and I'm not able to explain because, again, I'm just not an expert. But essentially, like, it would catch jumps, it would beat roll, it would beat wake up mash. It covered almost every single option, and unless you had like a reversal super that would beat it, you were mostly screwed. I think I saw Sonic Fox tweet out something about some counterplay for it. If I can find the tweet, I'll put it on screen right now. But yeah, that command grab was basically an unblockable that was really powerful Oki that it was a bug that was unintended. So now they made it so that the grab no longer works on airborne opponents. So if you jump, you will beat it. This move was creating a nearly unblockable wake up option. This should unlock jumping on wake up to successfully counter this move. Which most of the people I fight tend to just wake up jump anyway. So that's something I gotta get better at countering. Also fixed another bug where charged Twilight Reaper would occasionally fail to land if it fired while Akali was tagged out. Yeah, mostly just bug fixes. Blitzcrank, beat, boop, no bounce changes for our favorite robot this patch, which is interesting because I feel like this character is not really played very much, not very popular. I don't know if that's because he's not very strong or if it's just because he's ugly. I don't know. Braum, untouched by this balance patch, but it gets a bug fix. Caitlyn, our last balance patch was a small nudge to make some of our zoners feel more playable. I ain't gonna lie, maybe the zoners are like very, very weak at the high level, but at the mid level, low level, wherever you want to consider diamond rank a player like me, I hate the zoners so much. Caitlyn, Jinx, and Teemo drive me up the wall, dog. I ain't gonna lie. I pray they never get particularly buffed because good God Almighty, it is the most obnoxious, annoying shit ever. I'm not gonna lie to you. Darius is our champion for the employed gamers amongst us. If you want to extend an olive branch to employed, I highly doubt it. I highly doubt it. And we want to extend an olive branch to everybody with a full-time job. You know what? These adjustments are small, but should make playing Darius feel a bit better this patch. Again, at the scrubby level that I play at, it's not that I think Darius is overpowered. He's just one of them like mouth-breathing ass characters where it feels like if you just flail hard enough and just land one random straight hit, which you will, because his buttons are gigantic, you just die, especially playing Akali Ares. Like my characters are both probably stronger than Darius, you know what I'm saying, on the tier list, but like also if he touches me one time I lose. So especially because like at the ranks that I be playing at, everybody and their mom is using double down. Like most of the people I fight are using double down and not freestyle. So literally like I'm dying off any touch because they do a B&B into one super into another super and Akali is dead, which then she turns into a pretty damn good assist, which is the only time her assists are any good in my opinion. But yeah, you know, you know what? Maybe that's why the people who play Darius are employed. They ain't got time to learn all the fancy smancy mix and oki and all these neutral skills. Nah, I just want to flail, hit some buttons, do big damage, haha, axe go brrr, and I win. You know what I'm saying? You know, it makes sense. They're employed. They just don't shower. They're smelly. That's all. And, you know, it makes sense. Then there's Echo. For the first patch ever, Echo was untouched. Most people, from what I understand, still seem to think that Echo is very, very strong, very top tier, like a top 3 character in the game. I saw a bunch of tier lists get tweeted out, which, by the way, it's really funny. I get it. You know, this is regular fighting game stuff. Day before the new season, big patch, everyone's putting out like their final season tier lists. I saw a lot of tier lists get tweeted out by several different players. I don't think I saw a single player put their own characters top 2. You know what I'm saying? Like I see like the same characters at top 5, but like the order was always switched depending on like what character the poster plays. Everybody who played Teemo thinks Ahri and Akali is the best. Everybody who play Illaoi thinks she might not even be top 5. All the Echo players is like, yeah, Ahri's number 1. I think Teemo's number 2. Echo maybe 3 or 4. You know what I'm saying? Like I peep game. I see y'all. I see y'all. But yeah, clearly still very strong. Illaoi is very strong as well. Illaoi has remained a commanding presence even with bugs that affect tentacle behavior. Now that her bug fixes have restored some of her overall power, we want to adjust her command grab, which is making her a bit too strong at all distances. I'm not gonna lie. This is a character that I hate, but then again, I hate every character in this game whose name isn't Akali or Ahri. But okay, so this, yes, love seeing that. You know what really bugs me though? She does one of those like cardinal sins in fighting games where like she puts bullshit on screen that doesn't go away when she gets hit. She puts the tentacles out and like if you hit her, they still stay. And I feel like they should go away. You know what I'm saying? There's other games that exist where like you don't get to keep your win condition like once you've gotten hit like that. You know what I'm saying? And that's not really the case with her. And I don't think they did that. Prayer and stagnation recovery has been increased. And again, like I gotta keep reiterating, like I'm a bum, you know what I'm saying? So I don't even say they gotta listen to me. I'm not saying you gotta agree with me. I'm just giving y'all my thoughts and my opinions, because that's really why you're here anyway. If you're really like a hardcore 2x KO player, you're probably not watching Lotus Asakura to give you like the news and information and updates and opinions on things. You're probably watching this video because you rock with me. So like if you just want my opinion, like this button, I hate it, bane of my existence, but also like the tentacles remaining out, when she gets hit, I feel like it's kind of crazy, and it doesn't look like they changed that at all. So yeah, fix the bug that caused a lot of tentacles to be displaced when performing S2 move in the corner. Tentacles will be disabled if tentacle is destroyed. Yeah, no. So as far as I can tell, it looks like that's just intended, and like clearly, I didn't think it was a bug, but it's just kind of odd that she gets to move that way. Jinx is in a much better place, but these changes are a preemptive adjustment to smooth off some of the edges of playing her with team fight. So her 3H is now cancelable into supers and specials on the frame it connects rather than the frame after. And then some team fight stuff. Cool, whatever. I hate Teemo with all of my heart. Vi I hate a lot just because every single Vi player plays her with Caitlyn or Jinx, and I really hate Caitlyn and Jinx, so Vi is guilty by association. Warwick is cool. Them buttons be fucking me up though, I ain't gonna lie. And Yasuo, who got no balance changes to our Lonely Samurai this patch, but he does get a bug fix. So yeah, oh wait, there's some more. So QLL, the replay pause menu has received a visual update. More bug fixes, cause players to be stuck in the loading screen. Yeah, okay, by the way, for as many things as this game does great, you know what I mean? The costumes that they've been dropping are really, really cool. You know what I'm saying? I think the net code in this game is like black magic. Like it's phenomenal, the online experience that you get. But I've had like a lot of issues with this game just functionally, like the lobby avatar bug. So if you guys haven't seen it, you should probably have if you've been playing the game. Sometimes you would get into a match and like different people's like lobby avatars would be stuck on the screen while you're playing in the game, like in a match, like on the stage. It's really weird, really jarring. Game also crashes a lot when I play it, and just it's all types of issues. Fix the bug with replays that incorrectly enable hotkeys while in the pause menu, which caused other issues, and fix an issue that displayed a previous battle pass reward on the post-match screen instead of the upcoming reward. I can't think of them off the top of my head. There's other issues I've definitely experienced with this game, other bugs and stuff that probably need to be worked out. That lobby avatar thing was definitely one that needed to go. Yeah, I don't know. There's other stuff that I know I've been experiencing, but I just can't think about the top of my head. Blood Moon Sacrificial right finisher is temporarily disabled due to a bug, which is interesting because I currently use that on my Akali and I have not experienced, at least I don't think I've experienced any bugs with it. This period will not be available to purchase from the store. The temple will be excluded from the mega bundle. The price will be slightly lower. Once the bug has been fixed, it will become available for purchase again and will automatically appear in the account of anybody who already owns the finisher. Yeah, I don't even know what the bug is. I use it right now on Akali and I haven't seen any issues. But you know, storing cosmetics in a new battle pass, and this looks pretty sick, I'm not gonna lie. So we have, whoopsie, where we go. So the standard battle pass is gonna give you access to Arcana champion skins, the Arcana finisher, which looks pretty cool. These skins look sick. Another skin for Ahri, the rich get richer, you dig, you dig? The new stage looks sick, might end up being my new favorite stage in the game. I'm not a Vi player, but I do think this skin is pretty cool. Avatar items looking dope, stickers, who cares? And then this Akali stuff, which I already own. The Silverfang Akali is really cool, kind of reminds me of Kakashi from Naruto. Obviously the silver hair, the mask, you know what I'm saying, headband even. So yeah, that's pretty cool. This stuff looks really, really dope. And a new battle pass is coming to the shop. It includes a free track, which lets you claim a limited selection of the rewards that are available for season 2. In addition to the free track, you can earn other rewards by unlocking the premium track. The premium track has 3 different paid options: standard, deluxe, and ultra. You can purchase at any point during the season to claim all your earned rewards. If you've already purchased Akali or her Silverfang skin, the ultra battle pass will be discounted accordingly. I will say that obviously I feel like a lot of the things in the shop are overpriced, you know what I'm saying? But they got to make money somehow. The game itself is free to play, and obviously cosmetics are optional. You don't have to buy them, but it is what it is. That being said, the stuff that they are dropping I do think is really, really cool. Like I do want these Arcana champion skins. Those look pretty sick. I do think that they also like kind of worded or explained it a bit weird and confusing in the shop, because it took me a bit to actually understand how the whole battle pass system works with the standard, deluxe, and ultra and everything like that. And I just wasn't sure like what I do and don't get based off of like which version that I buy. I don't know if that's done intentionally for you to just be like, you know, fuck it, I'm gonna just buy the ultra, so I just make sure that I get everything and I don't miss out. Probably is partially that, and then it's the whole way they do like the rotating shop, just so that you get like that FOMO when something pops up, you're like, I gotta get it now because who knows when it'll come back. Although that being said, I don't know if they mentioned it here, but I did see them tweet out that instead of it being a weekly rotating shop, it'll now be daily. So every single day you open up the game, there's gonna be new stuff in there, which is pretty cool. I'm looking forward to that. I don't know if the frame perfect skins are ever coming back. I think that whole bundle and that skin set was really cool because they used a lot of the revenue generated from that to put money into the prize pools for tournaments. I think that's really, really dope. I think that's super cool and something that I want to see more of, and maybe one day other games can do more of that as well. I think Did Street Fighter 5 do that before as well? I don't remember for sure. I think they also did something like that. But the frame perfect skin for Ari is also just really cool, and I'd like to get that. I also kind of want that arcade one. The arcade, I keep wanting to say Akali. Arcade Ari is also pretty cool. Yeah, Rich getting richer. Give me all the Ari skins, because I'm still playing her. And I don't really know if my team is ever going to change unless they add like Yone or Aurelia or something like that, and they're just the coolest character ever. And even then, I don't know who I would drop, because I really started playing the game for Akali, but the more I learn at the game, the more I learn the game, and the more I improve. I'm just liking Ari more and more as well. The whole the team together is I'm having a blast. So yeah, then there's also the Dragon Mancer Mega Bundle, which features Alawi, Vi, and Braum. It looks like these skins are really dope, giving me Monster Hunter vibes, but you know, I ain't playing these characters. So plus a lot more available for purchase for a limited time starting May 21st, and may be available to purchase through other means at a later date. Check the in-game store for more details. And that is that, ladies and gentlemen. So season 2 for 2XKO officially kicks off tomorrow. By the time a lot of you guys are watching this video, it's probably already out, but how y'all feeling, man? Y'all enjoying 2XKO? Future looking bright. We also have obviously a new character coming soon in Senna. We don't have a release date for her yet, but she will be releasing sometime in season 2. Evo Vegas is coming up soon. Combo Breaker is coming up soon. Actually, Combo Breaker first, and then Evo Vegas. Combo Breaker is later this month, May 20 something. I forget off the top of my head. Maybe we can expect to see a trailer revealed there. I don't really know, because with 2XKO and Riot, it's kind of all over the place with how they're doing like the reveals and their announcements and stuff, in the sense that like they're not necessarily always doing it. I'm not accustomed to like how Riot does things, you know what I'm saying? So I'm just like, oh, it's a fighting game. I expect to see big announcements and reveals at tournaments, but that may not necessarily be how they're going about things. They're kind of just, you know, walking their own path and just doing their own thing. I don't really know. So we know at some point we'll be getting Senna, which is probably not a character that I'll play, but she does look really cool. And I know some people are really excited for her, and I'm excited to see what other characters get added to this game, because we still have a few more coming in season 2. That being said, that's enough babbling, yapping for today. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Hit this video with a like if you enjoyed. Subscribe if you haven't already, so you can stay tuned for all those content I'm bringing you. With all being said, that's pretty much all I have today. And remember, let the good apple tea swing the bat. Later.